Good afternoon and salutations. My name is Calypso, aka Mint Carousel, and welcome to the stream. I'm a little bit scared for Miharu. Alright, a little bit, just a little bit. I don't think Odette's gonna actually well, I don't know what Odette's gonna do. Something about the last conversation she had with Miharu seemed like she's doing this favor for Miharu so that she can get them back for getting her. Her being, Miharu, Odette, mainly. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, don't know if I have anything else to say, so I think we'll just get right into it. Okay. Okay, I did not read this, I don't think. Hello, Moonfire Fox Girl. Hi. Hi. Okay. The day after, once school is ended, Miharu calls Naomi to the rooftop. They face one another under a cloudy sky, from which it seems rain will pour any minute. Not only is it rare for Miharu to call on Naomi, but Naomi also has nothing but bad memories for speaking to Miharu alone. Oh, okay, are we getting it?
三島先輩、今日はどうしたんですか?
Naomi poses her question to Miharu, who remains silent.
まだ遊園地に行く前、君とライオン館の前で話した時のことは覚えているよ。だから僕は、羊さん、君が僕を避けていることは仕方がないと思っている。
Okay, so it was then. Alright.
避けているだなんて。ごめんなさい。私、三島先輩のことを確かに避けていました。
Oh boy. The event Miharu refers to took place on May 5th, the day following the juncture of causality. The day all 12 participants' deaths were undone. Miharu had made her way to Lion House in order to see Rinka. Doing so would allow her to reaffirm that she's truly alive, while also giving her the opportunity to remind Rinka about going to the theme park. Miharu had prepared herself to delve into the details of divine selection once they had gone. Long after leaving Lion House, she came across Naomi.
Mishima senpai!
Naomi spoke to Miharu without thinking twice. Miharu, on the other hand, remained silent after turning to face her.
君は凛花のことが好きなのかい?
凛花先輩のことは尊敬してますし、先輩としてすごく好きですけど。
Yeah, I'm just now realizing. Okay, like Miharu needs to. Okay, yeah. Miharu needs to. Whatever happened, Miharu and Naomi need to patch things up if they're gonna work together. If they're actually gonna work together. So
そ
let's see
の
what
程度
happens.
なら僕からリンカを奪うのはやめてほしい。
奪う？
僕はリンカが好きだ。友人としてではなく、一個人として。
Miharu promptly took her leave following that exchange. Okay. Naomi would end up making her way into Lion House afterwards, full of nothing but frustration. Okay. That's...
でも今なら三島先輩の気持ちもわかりますから、怒ったりはしていません。あの時は女神の選定の参加者になってしまった直後だったんですもんね。
君に理解されるほど僕の思いは浅くない。
Oh my god. That's a lot. Miharu puts a wall between herself and Naomi as the latter attempts to get closer. She quickly realizes it too. Covering her mouth with her hands is a sign of remorse.
僕は君が嫌いだ。君の人格はこの際どうでもいいけれど、君は確実にリンカが僕と過ごす時間を奪っていったから。
はい。
Miharu's words are as blunt as they come. Naomi can only direct her gaze towards the floor. Not simply by virtue of Miharu being her senior. This is the first time anyone has outright stated their disdain for her.
高校生活が始まってからの1年間は、リンカと僕とマオとの3人で過ごすものだった。マオは僕がリンカを好きなことを分かっていたから、一歩引いてくれることが多かったんだ。けれど、君は突然に僕の前に現れた。後輩という立場を利用して、庇護欲をかきたてて、リンカの興味を引いた。
That's incredibly cynical. But I think we know that about Miharu at this point.
そんなこと私思っていないです。
君は僕の恋心を知っていた。けれども僕に気を使うことはなく、天津さえ女神の選定を利用してさらに距離を縮めた。
違います。私だって三島先輩の気持ちを分かっていたから。でも凛花先輩はいつもみんなでって言ってくれて。
君は僕を差し置いて凛花にとって大切なものになっていたんだ。
Naomi finds herself asking why she has to put up with this. Even so, she isn't the type to grow angry and argue back. All she can do is attempt to make Miharu realize she is misunderstanding things.
三島先輩はそれを言うために私は屋上へ呼んだんですか？私にどうして欲しいんですか？
The clouds looming overhead cast their shadows down, thicker and darker than before. The humidity in the air is almost crushing.
構わないさ。そのままでいればいい。
でも私がいることで三島先輩に嫌な思いをさせてしまっているなら、私できる限り改善しますから。
僕は君以上に自分のことが嫌いだ。この嫉妬深い性格も嫌味な性格もね。醜い心が自分の親と似ていると自覚するたび、僕という存在が親からもたらされたものであることを思い知らされて無性に死にたくなるんだ。
I don't have words, but no, I just Okay. Miharu speaks coldly, takes off the glove on her left hand, and shows her wrist to Naomi. A number of scars are visible. None seem recent, but the implication is clear.
僕の死因はこういうことさ。本来なら自ら選んだ道。生きようとする資格は僕にはないはずなんだ。
No, you have a chance to... come on. Okay.
先輩、
No! Lovely start to this stream. Oh god. She then immediately puts her glove back on. All that follows is a self-pitying smile toward Naomi.
こんな僕でも死んだら凛花を悲しませてしまう。それは僕にとって許されることではないんだ。
私はやっぱり三島先輩のことが苦手です。でも、もし死んでしまったら悲しいです。想像するのも恐ろしいくらい。真央先輩だって悲しむに決まっているじゃないですか。誰に狙われているんですか？
Oh. Naomi's question takes Miharu by surprise. However, it helps to put everything into perspective. It is doubtless that Naomi has spent every passing moment thinking about divine selection, all for Rinka's sake. This is precisely why Naomi could zone in on what Miharu wanted to get across with this conversation.
凛花先輩に直接言ったら、きっと何をしてでも三島先輩のことを守ろうとするから、私に伝えたんですね。
スケール・ジョーンズ、9番の男性さ。僕は彼の使命と信を持っている。
Oh. Rinka has his regret. Rinka just straight up has his regret. It was the gold medal, I remember that. Miharu gives Naomi a brief rundown of what Odette told her. Naomi listens fervently, showing no concern over the fact that Miharu has just made her dislike for her clear. It is obvious what she wants. Miharu will search on her own as much as possible, but she also wants Naomi's assistance. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. But knowing it would point her in the right direction. Knowing it's gold medal would point her in the right direction. Although there's a lot of gold medals in a lot of places in a lot of tournaments for a lot of sports, it's only kind of narrows it down.
未練ならなんとかなるかもしれません。9番未練のカードは凛花先輩がすでに持っていました。
本当かい？
はい。カードに書かれていたのは金メダル。でもカードの情報を知っただけでは三島先輩のところにカードは作られないんですよね。
そうだね。けれどそれだけわかればきっと大丈夫さ。僕はスケール本人とも会っている。
The clouds begin to part as the blue sky brightens the land once more. Miharu's face is lit up by the rays of sunlight.
ありがとう、羊さん。君は本当に強いね。
Miharu never said what she dislikes about Naomi, and this line here, far stronger than most would give you credit for. Huh. That kind of feels like the part of Naomi that she doesn't like is either exactly or related to when Naomi said, but if there's something I can do to make my presence less upsetting, I would do it. That part, like the making yourself small for other people, like always deferring to other people, never like doing. I don't know, but there's actually, well, I guess it's not really enough evidence, but that's a possibility. Yeah, I don't know, but let's continue. That said, Miharu makes her way inside. Naomi's surprise over the turn of events leaves her unable to follow suit for a moment. Okay. That was funny. That second to last line, I thought that I had caught a final line of a scene and was gonna say it with some resolution, but then it continued, and I thought the next line wasn't the last line, but then it was. I keep thinking about that, and it's really funny. About its intonation, and there's actually a lot of interplay, like complex interplay with how people, how their pitch contours throughout a sentence. And anyway, I took a class on it, and that's why I'm thinking about it right now. This feels like Federico. Scalesall hasn't called us over for today's meeting. Yep, it's got it. That I know the drinking here gives it away, but this undercurrent of impatience just screams Federico. I'm very glad that I got that immediately, and I understand his shitty character. Okay, anyway, I couldn't settle down though, so here I am, drinking away at Milk Crown. Oh. Some Japanese whiskey is my choice of drink for today. The name is one simple kanji. I created it thanks to having my card book on me, but I forgot the name itself thanks to not being too familiar with it. Which reminds me, I haven't touched wine for quite a while. I was always with Odette whenever I had it, so it'd probably bring back memories of her now. And I gotta be honest, I didn't mind drinking and arguing over stuff with her. Still, I'm the one who betrayed her. I don't know. I think this has nothing to do with the actual story. This is going to be something extremely silly, but I think if he just dressed a little bit sluttier, I think he could be a JoJo character from Part 5. Anyway. Okay. I don't got time for that. I want to live. What I did was the right choice to make that happen. I already have her cause of death. It's just a matter of time before I get her regret too. If this ain't things going smoothly, then I don't know what is. All I gotta do is take care of that asshole Alan afterwards. No one can touch me now that I've partnered with Scale. Except Scale. You gotta remember that.
スケールはどうやって倒す？ちゃんと先のことまで考えてんのかてめえ。
Wait. Hold on, that was in his head.
ならよ、スケールはどうやって倒す？ちゃんと
Is
先
he
のことまで
imagining
考
this?
えてんのか？
But Odette is nowhere to be seen. Yeah, he's imagine. Oh, fuck. I tut myself again. I might be drunk, but that's no excuse to let myself hear things. That's something she'd say, though, no doubt. Odette was there when I partnered up with Scale. I figured I'd be able to handle him myself afterwards. Yet here we are, and all I have is his name.
だが、俺の死因も未練もあいつは知らねえだろ。
Yeah. Okay. Chances are Odette knows about the formula by now.
だが、
Yeah, okay. Would only make sense considering I know hers. I'm the one who's gonna elect her, though, so there's no risk of him obtaining any of my cards.
それどころか、オーデットならスケールの情報も掴んでるかもしれねえな。
Perhaps.
しそうなら、ラッキーだ。
Lucky da. Lucky da. That's okay, yeah. Possibly. I don't know if we knew that before, but you know, we'll find out. Or thinking that, I order another whiskey on the rocks.
そいつは取り消しだ。代わりに私が注文するさ。
Oh, hi, Odette.
んだ？ああ？オデット。
一人で飲む酒はうまいかい？
Odette plants herself on the seat beside me before ordering a bottle of some French red wine. I can't help but stare at the deep red liquid cascades into the glass okay, well, whatever. As the deep red liquid, blah blah. Okay. Its lustrous color almost puts me in a daze. I gotta say, while Italy might have the best food and wine, France is a close second. That fact never changed, not even after backstabbing Odette.
まずは世間話でもしようや。
Huh.
あんたと話すことなんてねえんだけどよ。
So I say, yeah, we end up talking about all sorts of stuff while enjoying our wine. We'd been working together for over a month. I've gotten accustomed to chatting away with her. Kinda hard to drop that habit, cold turkey.
お前さ、私のこと好きだったろ。
Odette brings an odd topic out of nowhere right around the time we finish our first bottle. Sure sounds like something a kid in school would say. I ain't no kid, though. That won't be enough to throw me off.
バカ言え。てめえといたら自由なんざなくなっちまう。
そうか。てめえ、まるで尻に敷かれ慣れているみたいだったがよ。まるで昔似たような相手といた経験があるような。
Huh.
それこそバカなことだ。
Oh, fuck.
あいつとあんたは似ても似つか。
Oh, Federico. Oh, you're so stupid. I cut myself off before glaring at her. The flickering lights in here are starting to piss me off.
かまかけやがったな。
Oh, that was so funny. Oh my god.
じゃあな。お題はこいつにつけておいてくれ。
Odette wastes no time in leaving the bar. I feel my entire body shaking, wine glass still in hand.
あいつ。
The shock of what just happened sobers me right up. Now I see why she came in the first place.
俺の過去を調べやがった。つまり未練にも気づいてる。そのことを伝えに来たんだ。
Okay. I slammed the money down on the table before throwing the bar door open and running out. Uh-oh. I can't hold my frustration in after I get back to my hotel. I kick the sofa over and chuck pillows at the bed. I'm just letting all my anger spill out. This makes it feel like Odette's not in danger. She still is. Federico's... Hold on, what day is it? It's Wednesday. Taste of alcohol. Okay. Still has time. But what happens if they're both... Okay, well, anyway.
Scale のやつ、ちゃんと情報の裏付けを見つけてるんだろうな。じゃなきゃマジやべえ。情報を3つ揃えてれば最低限指名の防御はで。
Catch myself mid-panic.
それじゃダメだろ。俺の野郎。
Am I gonna go down without ever besting her? Assuming we end up electing each other, chances are we'll cause a standstill. Oh, okay. That's how it works. If they both have each other's cards, then the person who gets elected can protect themselves. And they won't be able to elect each other for the rest of the game. Huh! The cards that we both hold will disappear as a result, meaning we won't be able to carry out any elections in the future.
それじゃ一生あいつに怯え続けるだろうが。
Wait, what? Hold on. If two people aren't able to elect each other if they have each other's cards, and they already try, then how do the last two people... How does the last person elect the second to last person? If the scenario... Well, I guess Parker did say that there was something about the ending that was different, I think. Anyway, now I know what I need to do. It's vital to me. Okay, yeah, nobody knows how it happened. Okay. If I can surpass Odette, then I can crush Scale as well. Yeah, I remember Parker saying that. Yeah, okay, cool. Saying she'll explain if that happens. Got it, okay. I said this. That's the conclusion I reach as I clean up the room that I just trashed. Alright. I spent the rest of yesterday reading through what I'd grabbed from the library after closing up shop for the day. This time around, we focused on material with information about old book designs, but nothing of note stood out. There wasn't anything too reminiscent of the design of our card books, or on our card books.
でもまだこれからだよね。
I never expected to find something right off the bat. With that in mind, I head over to the bathroom to wash my face. Scale finally rounds us up 2 days after Odette came by to chat. Okay, so we're on Friday? Okay. Miharu's with us too, but she's as cold as ever.
以上が俺の調査結果であり、オデットの未練を裏付けるための情報だ。
Comment, surpassing Odette gets his info from Miharu and Scale. Doesn't quite compute, buddy. Yeah, how does he figure he's gonna beat Scale when Scale gave you yeah. Okay. Scale closes his explanation with a heavy tone. Okay. Technically I already have this, so I think unless a better one comes in, this might be a good screenshot, but I already have it from last time, so... Okay, anyway, he told us about Odette's past. Born on a family farm, her mother passed away not too long after her birth. No one knows for sure whether or not the despair of losing his wife drove her father insane. Regardless, it's a fact that Odette suffered abuse by his hand. The abuse she received not long after hitting puberty resulted in a particularly drastic consequence. Okay, I'm having a hard... her body became unable to sustain a child. That reality must have crushed Odette. She left her father at the brink of death through the use of the tools on their farm before moving abroad. She made it a point to live by a port in order to erase her memories of farm life. There, she met a man in charge of a shipping company, which led her to spending most of her days at sea. The man took quite an interest in her, similar to how she considered him akin to a parent. Her hearty personality and knack for the job quickly led her to being regarded as a fine member of his crew. None on the ship were aware of that Odette's recklessness was spurred on by a lack of attachment to her own life, though. Odette's regret only grew as she aged, so she made an effort to work hard and enjoy the present as much as possible. Granted, all that is just prerequisite information in regards to letting her actual regret.
この父親というのがまだ生きていてね、話を聞くことができたそうだ。
はあ。
もっとも娘の犯行がよっぽどトラウマになっているのか、彼は今精神病院で暮らしているようだけれどね。
Miharu kept her head down the entire time Scale was talking. It must hit close to home considering they're both women.
出産か。よし、顔が出た。間違いない。あれだけ大口を叩いていた彼女にしてはくだらない未練だな。
Fucking excuse me? Worthless mouth. God. Scale mutters something to himself, but I can't quite catch it. Yep, letting the mask slip off there. Even though for me the mask was transparent. But anyway. More importantly, I've finally gotten hold of all our cards. So looking at this new one has me giddy. I've done it. At last. You've done nothing, you dumb... You dumb silly boy.
これで揃ったぜ。あいつのカードがすべて。
I try my best not to grin like an idiot. I don't give a damn about her past. There's not enough to change my view of her. I don't have a future to speak of if I can't surpass her.
だが、これで。
I can finally stand toe-to-toe with her. All that's left is to elect her. She might have left me back, but I can't let that possibility stop me.
しかしスケールさん、君の友人というのはすごいね。たった数日でここまで情報を集めるなんて。
それはどうも。俺の素性にもつながってきてしまうから詳細を教えられないのが残念だ。
Mihara responds with a quiet nod. She looks pretty exhausted now that I take a proper look. Talk about putting a pretty face to waste. Jesus. Ugh. Right, I'm gonna go throw up now. Okay, no. That said, she's right. I don't know who this friend of Scales is, but they gather intel like a beast. Did I say gather? Gather intel like a beast. That leads me to a thought. This guy's got so many connections, and that means plenty of people know him. These two keep acting all calm and collected, but that ain't gonna last long. Once I surpass Odette, they're next. Saturday rolls around without anything resembling progress for us. I do what I can to reach the truth about divine selection, but there's far too much information out there regarding design concepts and such. Doesn't help that I'm not too familiar with history in the first place. Part of me is ready to give up. I tried taking a picture of my card book and doing a reverse image search, but nothing worthwhile popped up. I'm honestly starting to feel like I'm at my limit, but I can't just throw in the towel. If I can't think of any other methods, I should stick to this way for now.
Ethan, ちゃんと寝てる?
Hi, Mo!
一元と二元はちょっと寝てた。うちみたいな返事だね。
Keeping the store open has inevitably led to me losing sleep.
そうか。常連さんなら。
Huh. My thoughts become words before I even realize it. The regulars at Lionhouse have all manner of jobs. Plenty of elderly people too. Well, some of them might know something. I know I don't have the luxury to stop now, which helps keep my priorities in check.
ダメだこりゃ。
Huh? How's exasperated voice helps me in much the same way.
三島先輩はいらっしゃいますか？
あ、
ナオリン。
ミハルは今日は休みだよ。
Mihara's absences have been growing more and more frequent. She can't afford to miss too many days due to her scholarship, but I'm sure she's aware of that without me having to point it out.
そうですか。もう帰りだよね。どうだい？久々にライオン館に行くかい？
マオが聞くの？まあいいけどさ。
とっても嬉しいお誘いなんですけど、今日はちょっと用事があるので。あいよ。じゃ、今日はうち一人で行くね。
Naomi offers an apologetic bow before leaving the classroom. So she was... I wonder if they're gonna notice that Naomi was actually looking for Miharu, not looking to avoid Miharu there, because... Yeah. Mao's coming to Lionhouse, though, so this will be the first time in a while that we both leave school at the same time. As for Naomi, she seems somewhat different today, especially considering how nervous she tends to be whenever she visits our classroom. Didn't catch it yet. Oh. News of Mihara's absence is worrying Naomi. That is what prompts her to come here on her own.
三島先輩ならきっとバイトには行っているはず。
Naomi heard about how much Miharu worked from Winka. That led her to assume that Miharu would have regular shifts scheduled, even in their situation.
お帰りなさいま。帰ってくれないか。
That change. Hold on, I need to hear that again.
お帰りなさいま。帰ってくれないか。
That dip in tone is just, oh my god, that's hilarious. And then how flat it is, it's so,
お帰りなさいま。帰ってくれないか。
oh my god, it's how monotone that second part is. So, oh my god. Coincidentally enough, Naomi comes across Miharu the moment she enters.
先輩、私お話があるんです。
あと30分で終わるから席で待っていてくれないかい。ここではあまり落ち着かないかもしれないけれどね。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Naomi takes a seat on her own. The male clientele direct their gaze toward her. Naomi fails to pick up on the jealousy felt by the others as they do so. Ugh. Huh. Roughly half an hour later, Miharu returns in her school uniform and plops down in front of Naomi. Time has flown by for Naomi because she's had her face buried in a book the whole time. Miharu isn't comfortable discussing things with Naomi at her workplace as opposed to somewhere like a Lionhouse, but she also knows she has no real alternative. Naomi braves a few quick glances at the other customers, confirming that neither Scale nor Federico are present.
スケールさんの未練はまだカード化できていないんですよね。
Naomi gets straight to the point. It's plain to see how exhausted Miharu looks. The bags under her eyes and absent-minded gaze are enough to tell her that Miharu has been sacrificing sleep for the sake of research.
そうだね。金メダルという情報からしてスポーツ関連を重点的に調べているけれど糸口がない。
Yeah, I thought that there'd be way too much to look into. Gotta figure out a different way.
このままでは今回の選定で僕は脱落してしまう。そうなれば僕の持っているリンカのカードがスケールに知られるリスクが高まる。
先輩にリンカ先輩に相談してみませんか。リンカ先輩はオデットさんやアランさんと協力していたんですし力になってくれるかもしれません。
Naomi has made sure not to tell Rinka about any of this until today. Yeah. And once that takes priority. But also remember that Miharu has something on Ellen that Scale needs, so he could absolutely take out Miharu to take out Ellen right after. They did mention that possibility. Or Odette did, anyway. Anyway, even if it's the case that Scale elects Alan, right? Or doesn't, or focus on Alan only, Miharu can't waste any time. And Rinka's cards are safe for now. Okay, let's continue. She understands that Miharu doesn't want Rinka worrying about her. Okay. There's a limit to how far one can drag it out, though. Naomi knows having that attitude is how one can lose what's precious to them. In her own case, it was her life that she lost, so she knows this better than anyone.
リンカ先輩なら何とかしてくれると思います。だって私のことも助けてくれたから。
それはダメだ。リンカに心配をかけるわけにもいかないし、リンカの情報が他の参加者に知られるデメリットが生まれるかもしれない。
Miharu's immediate answer pains Naomi. She casts her head down, shaking it multiple times. She doesn't want her feelings to pour out all at once. She wants to explain things bit by bit. That's why she takes her time before looking back up at Miharu.
そうじゃないです。
Oh.
リスクとかデメリットとかそういうのはもういいです。凛花先輩は三島先輩を助けるためならそんなの構わないって言います。私だって先輩が危険な目に遭うのは嫌です。でもそんなのお構いなしに失いたくないもののためどうにかしてくれるのが凛花先輩です。
Yeah. She literally jumped in front of an explosion for Naomi.
本当は私も凛花先輩が頑張る姿を見ているのは辛いです。もっと力になれたらってずっと思っています。でも三島先輩がいなくなって悲しんでいる凛花先輩を見る方がきっともっと辛いです。私じゃ耐えられないほど。
Naomi's words take Miharu aback. They remind her of Rinka's despair over losing Naomi. Miharu opted to work with Scale to eliminate Yu precisely because she couldn't handle seeing Rinka like that. However, Rinka put herself in significant danger to eliminate Yu. That's why Miharu was resolute in not wanting to allow that to happen again. But that's not all. The relief she felt over Rinka's joy that Naomi was alive was undeniable. The foundation of Rinka's happiness had become clear to her.
それでも僕は凛花の命と自分の命を天秤にかけた時
Now Miharu's gaze is the one cast downward. It isn't often for Naomi to see Miharu speak without confidence. That's why she puts every ounce of kindness she has into her next words.
何よりこのままじゃ私が嫌です。美晴先輩がいなくなっちゃったらこうして過ごした時間もなかったことになったら、そんなの絶対に。
She stopped to take a deep breath before continuing.
泣いて泣いて枯れて果てて私が死んじゃいます。
シャレにもならないな。
Miharu notices that Naomi's attitude toward her has changed. Not to mention the fact that Naomi herself hasn't noticed. Wait, what? Hold on. Miharu notices that Naomi's attitude toward her has changed. Okay. Naomi herself hasn't noticed. Okay. Miharu smiles and then nods her head.
もしかすれば君が一番変わったのかもしれないね。この後ライオン館へ行こう。くす、君の涙に興味はないけれど凛花を悲しませるわけにはいかないからね。
ありがとうございます。
Naomi offers her thanks to Miharu with a look of relief on her face. She finishes her previously ordered cafe au lait before brushing the tears from her eyes. Huh. I might have done that in the opposite order. Interesting. Wonder if that doesn't... I wonder if it just probably doesn't mean anything, but... They make their way to Lion House together after that.
いない。
The lights are off too.
まだ閉店時間には早いのに。
Huh. This feels suspicious to Naomi, who had overheard Rinka and Mao's conversation earlier in the day. Part of her begins to worry that something's happened. Oh. Oh, this place? Oh. Oh, she made her way over. Okay. You made your way... Okay. I make my way over to the... Actually... Now we're at 52 minutes. I think that's gonna do it for part 1 of today's stream. So yeah, it looks like I'm gonna use that special artwork screenshot CG of Odette. That's good. Yeah, okay, so I feel like whenever I try to predict things in this game, I feel like I have the plot progress way too quickly than it usually does. Although now it's sort of obvious that, of course, Miharu and Narumi have to patch things up before they can work together, and this episode was that happening. Also, the web of lies and betrayal, and actually, it's just a web of betrayal, isn't it? Is always more complicated than I remember it being, but also sometimes this sort of was, I don't know. Anyway, but that being said, hope you enjoyed, and if you did, consider following on Twitch. I would like very much, one day to get to affiliate and get stuff about that going. Well, okay, hold on. If you're watching on Twitch, the stream will stop and restart momentarily. I might take, like, a few minutes to rest my voice. I'm actually pretty glad that I'm not streaming tomorrow. Anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, this is the end of the video. And now I say thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, blah blah blah, calls to action for Twitch, and then also YouTube. Like the video if it was amenable to you, comment if you have something to say, and subscribe for more videos. And yeah, this has been Fatal 12. I've been Calypso, aka Mint Carousel. Stay tuned.